Just made it to London. We're not able to check into our hotel yet, so we're gonna go to Dishoom, which is our favorite Indian restaurant in the world. But we're about to walk through St. James Park. Look how pretty it is! It's like the fall leaves. It's a really nice day. It's a little cold. It's the coldest of the 5 days that we're gonna be here, but it's also the only day without rain. So I'll take it.
So basically what we're doing right now is doing our own walking tour.
So one of the things I've always wanted to do was go to the Christmas markets in Europe, but we've just never been in Europe during this time. And fortunately, London started their Christmas market early. They started it November 8th. So it's called Christmas in Trafalgar Square. So after lunch, we'll stroll on through and go to the Christmas market. How fun!
We're here at Dishoom. All you need to know is if you're here in London, there's multiple locations, just come and eat. We've been here, this specific location, this is our second time. This is our third time eating at Dishoom in London. The best Indian food ever.
I'm so happy!
What you were saying about your phone?
My phone automatically connected to the Wi-Fi because we've been here before.
Alright, always a great meal at Dishoom. One of the best Indian restaurants in the world. And now we're gonna go stroll back down to Trafalgar and go check out that Christmas market. Christmas time, or like the fall, winter time in London.
It's technically fall, but it feels like winter to us since we're from Texas.
Winter here, or fall here in London, is quite amazing. Alright, and about 5 minutes down the street is the Christmas market in Trafalgar Square. Apparently this is the first year that they had this market here, so yeah, we're lucky to be able to check it out. So one of the really highly recommended places to kind of stroll around within central London is St. James's Park. You can, just kind of wander around. And in the summer, there's like swans, and I think you can actually rent boats. I'm not actually sure about that though.
Oh, in the winter there are swans too.
Well, yeah, in the winter there are swans. But apparently the swans were a gift to the royal family from, I don't know exactly who, but like a foreign country gifted some swans.
But now aren't they like a nuisance or
Yeah,
something?
apparently they're like a nuisance because they like destroy the park, and they have to like, there's people who are actually responsible, and all these birds back here responsible for taking care of them, and yeah, they kind of are a little bit aggressive.
About 350 years ago, workmen dug a canal in St. James's Park for the enjoyment of the fun-loving King Charles II. The king swam in the canal in the summer and skated on the ice in the winter.
Okay, so as we were strolling back to the hotel, right at the front of St. James's Park is this tree that apparently has like green parrots on it. So yeah, crazy. And they like, one landed on my head earlier. And
How is this just in the middle of the park?
whoa.
Ow! Hey! Do not bite my face. Hey! Ow! That one's a little aggressive.
What'd you think of that?
That was so cool and unexpected. That was awesome. So apparently you can use your phone's Apple Pay to get through to pay for the underground ticket. I've never actually been used Apple Pay. I don't know if this works. Apparently you don't even have to turn your phone on or to the Apple Pay page. We'll see if it works. I don't think it will, personally.
So let's go see if it works.
Okay.
All right.
I just needed to put in my passcode.
So it's user error, not that it doesn't work. Mine worked fine. I guess mine was already set up for Apple Pay. So yeah, that's a good tip when you're here in London, really. I think they use Apple Pay pretty much anywhere. So the good thing about Apple Pay is it's actually cheaper than buying it in cash. Also, if you're using it enough, it basically caps you at £7 per day, no matter how much you use. It's all automatic, so you don't have to do anything. You literally just use it, in and out, do whatever you need, and then it basically like refunds you.
That's in zones 1 and 2.
Right,
Like
true.
that.
Zones 1 and 2, which is basically all the tourist stuff. You're gonna be in zones 1 and 2, so. Much easier this time, huh? Alright guys, so we are now here at one of our favorite markets in London, Borough Market. It is literally right outside of the London Bridge Underground station and train station, so very easy spot to come, and there's a lot of good food vendors here that we really like. There's this Thai like coconut mini pancake thing that we really enjoyed the last time we were here, so we're gonna go get that for a snack and then grab some other stuff for lunch. This market definitely feels a lot more busy right now than the last time we were here, but it is also around lunchtime, so that makes sense. But I feel like the last time we were here early because I think we had just gotten off the plane and not all these vendors were open. So yeah, I'm glad we came back.
I think about these coconut pancakes all the time, and so I'm so happy to get them.
But just so you guys know, this stand was not in the same spot that we thought it was. It was like moved back here to this whole like food court area now. So there's like tables and everything, so you can actually sit and eat.
So we just got some hot juice. Mine's like a hot cider with ginger and rhubarb and something else. And Alan got like a hot fig juice. It's really good. A different spin on like hot apple cider.
Alright guys, so since Melissa is at her conference and is actually presenting here in a couple hours, I was able to get some work done at the hotel, and now I made my way up here to the Hyde Park area. This area is also kind of the high-end area, so the very famous department store here in London is Harrods, so I'm gonna go check that out here. It's literally just around the corner here. We made it to Harrods, one of the most iconic department stores in the whole world, and it's right there behind me. I think when I was here in 2005 or something like that, 2005 or 2006, when I was studying abroad, I wanted to come here, but I never made it. And it's now been like almost 15 years, and now I'm finally here. So it's really just a department store, but it's famous, I guess. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's go check it out. I will say I've just now wandered around the bottom floors of Harrods, and definitely wasn't what I was expecting. It is definitely high end. Definitely getting vibes of crazy rich Asians right now. It's definitely seeing those types of people, a lot of well-dressed, well-to-do Asian folks here in this department store. So quite interesting. Definitely a very unique department store here. I can see why it's a big tourist attraction. It's really unique. There's all kinds of different shops in there, dining hall, but I don't recommend actually buying anything because yeah, a coffee. I was about to sit down for a coffee and it was £5.75. So yeah, Melissa should be getting out of her conference here pretty soon, about an hour or so. She's actually presenting probably right now actually. Yeah, her presentation's like probably right now, or about 5:50 or 5:55, something like that. So yeah, hopefully she does well, and then we are gonna go have some dinner. Are you done with your conference?
I'm done.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it was awesome. I learned a lot. I didn't know what to expect from a conference, but it was very inspirational and almost makes me want to go back and do some research.
So this is the hub by Premier in London. So this is kind of like the last hotel we stayed in Philadelphia. It's kind of like a pod hotel, but literally this is the entire room. So actually we have a king size bed, TV, and then bathrooms kind of behind this wall. And so yeah, this is kind of your desk area, and then you got some storage down there, but pretty much this is the room. But you know, this was less than 100 pounds in central London. So yeah, very good location. But now we are gonna go to where?
We're gonna go to the winter market at South Bank, which is on the opposite side of the Thames River from where we're staying.
So in order to get across the River Thames to the South Bank Market or South Bank Winter?
The South Bank.
Oh, the South Bank. You have to cross my favorite bridge here in London, which is this Millennium Bridge, which is the futuristic looking one. So yeah, very cool.
Alright, so we have arrived here to the South Bank Winter Market. There are a ton of stalls selling like food and little Christmas trinkets and stuff like that, so we're gonna have a look. And then also on this side of the Thames River is the London Eye, and then they have this like carnival amusement park thing. There are tons of people here. It's a Friday night, so
yeah,
it should be good.
Alright, so since we're here a few hours before dinner, a little bit hungry, so I got a very traditional British dessert. It is an apple crumble. So it's basically fruit and biscuit topping. That's really, really good. What do you think of the market?
It was cool.
Yeah, I really like this market.
I think the South Bank Winter Market has been the best one we've been to so far.
Agreed. It has a lot of unique stuff, like, and then it has food also, like unique food, not just as typical food, but yeah, they have this like cider lodge and everything in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely come check it out if you're ever here in the winter. I think it runs from like beginning of November, like November 8th to I think, yeah, January 2nd or something like that.
We're here at Leadenhall Market. One of the scenes from Harry Potter was filmed here. I think it was the start of Diagon Alley or something like that. I need to check my facts, but I know part of the movie was filmed here. And it's a really old market, so we're just here passing some time before we go to dinner, but it is so pretty.
I like the fact that all the locals are here as well, just having a pint outside these bars. So, yeah, I feel like this area is very like, this whole area is the business district, so everybody's just getting off work and going to happy hour, I guess. Very cool. I can see why they filmed the movie here. Feels so Christmassy.
Yeah. It's awesome. I feel like this is the perfect time to, well, not the perfect because summer's pretty great too, but November's not bad in London because they've already set up all of the festivities and it's not too cold. So yeah, walked out of the underground and walked right over here. And I'll just turn my back.
Alright, yeah, we're finding all the secret locations today. So this is the ice rink, I guess, next to or underneath the Natural History Museum. And the underground stop is the South Kensington stop. So yeah, we just randomly happened upon this.